Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. Let's have an early look at Outlast, shall we? This is the PAX demo of this particular title, so this is a good few months behind what the game currently is, but it is the only available thing that I can actually play of it. Now, this was supposed to be filmed at PAX, but that didn't happen. We ended up running behind schedule, so we had to cut a few games, and Outlast was unfortunately one of them. But they were kind enough to send through the demo to give me a chance to play it, and I gotta be honest, not a horror guy, so I've been putting this off in a major way. But I finally got to the point of saying, right, okay, just get it over with. Just get it over with. I remember the Amnesia Fest that ended up at, oh, what, that must have been 2 years ago now, Halloween, good lord. And I generally never do horror games, because I don't think I have a proper appreciation for them. The overall feeling of a horror game isn't something that I personally enjoy. And more often than not, horror games are actually very much puzzles. There's a lot of puzzles in horror games. Survival horror in particular has had something of a revival of late. And the way that they've often done that is said, right, you have no weapons, you have only your mind, and you're being chased down by things that will most assuredly kill you in every possible way. So these are the keys. As I said, it's demo version, so there's no real option customization available in it. That will, of course, be in the final product itself. Shift run, crouch, jump, interact. There's also a camera in it as well. I'm not entirely sure exactly what that's for, but the only way to really show a horror game, I feel, is to start from the beginning. Because if you don't, then you don't really give an honest reaction, I suppose, because you know what's coming at you. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. So, as you can see, this is the PAX East demo. You're about to become Miles Upshaw, an investigative reporter whose life is going to change for the worse. After getting an anonymous tip, you've traveled to Mount Massive Asylum to find out what the Murkoff Corporation has been doing to its patients. Main door is locked, no one is around. Okay, survive the horrors of the asylum. Alright, so let us begin, shall we? It's interesting to note just... Oh god, this annoying filter and everything, isn't it? It's interesting to note, and we're not going to be going through there anytime soon, exactly just how many of these games are starting to pop up now. Amnesia, in my opinion, really did revitalize the genre, and then the popularity of stuff like Slender has resulted in more companies making pure survival horror games. And by pure, I mean no weapons. The whole point is for you to survive. That's pretty much all you do. And if you don't, then you lose. It's really that simple. However, when you take combat out of the equation, you're only left with certain choices that you can make in order to actually give the game tension. If stuff can't kill... God damn it. If stuff can't kill you, then you end up in a situation where the game is not really that terrifying. But how do you deal with that? Well, the way that you generally deal with it is to utilize a system where you can run and hide from things. Now, as you can see here, I'm actually using my camera to see in the dark, which is already restricting my ability to do an awful lot of stuff. Alright, press and hold to open. I do not like the look of this. I hate horror games so much. I often trick myself, actually, into thinking I've seen something. I can definitely see why they put the filter over it now. Oh, dear. They look dead, but who bloody knows? Horror games. The filter over it actually gives a really interesting effect to the camera. So... that's probably why. It turns out I don't need that on at this point. That does actually have a battery, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It looks like you can recharge it just by hitting it. The Christ was... Jump scares, jump scares, jump scares, jump scares, jump scares. The thing about Amnesia, I think, is the reason that was just like a really, really good horror game is that it wasn't actually just about the jump scares. There was a lot to Amnesia that didn't involve the jump scares. A lot of puzzles, a lot of atmosphere. Like, for about an hour, you don't see a damn thing. And Only creepy things happen to you. Is it going to do something as I turn around? No. I expected something to be right in my face as soon as I turn around there. That would have been a pretty easy way to get a scare out of someone, but apparently not in this case. Amnesia really built the tension up. And eventually, once you did see the monster, it was actually arguably a little bit less scary. Yeah, this will go well, won't it? In this case, they haven't really thrown a lot of jump scares at me just yet, which is always nice, I suppose. And graphically, it's fairly impressive. I mean, the filter that they've put over kind of hides some of the texture quality and, like, the overall thing. Like, some of the props in the game are just, you know, not that well rendered. But we should, of course, bear in mind that this is an early build, so there's a lot of polish still to be put into it. But I think it should be obvious, like, the reasons why I generally don't like these games, but also why an awful lot of people do. Good sound assets, good creepy atmosphere, general good pacing as well. There we go. Okay, so it looks like you do need to pick up batteries for that thing. That makes sense. This generally good pacing tends to help games like this. Yeah? And if I'm honest, yeah, you know, this game does seem to be fairly well paced, but of course it is a gameplay demo, so the chances are what they'll have done here is they'll have compressed everything, yeah? Because they want people to be impressed by the demo. The demo's probably only going to last like 20 to 30 minutes at most. Which is actually kind of what terrifies me, because I know for a fact they're going to throw something really scary at me just to kind of finish off the demo or whatever. And that in itself is pretty annoying. But aside from that, it is mostly, these games these days are mostly all about exploration and puzzles. Exploration I like. Puzzles, no. No, I don't. I especially don't like dealing with puzzles when the game's trying to terrify the crap out of me in the process. So far, the game's done a really good job of not throwing a lot of jump scares at me, and that worries me even more. It's like, if you blow your load too quickly with jump scares... Ah! Jesus Christ! Fuck! I hate you so much right now. God damn it. Anyway, if you blow your load too quickly with jump scares, then the game is far, far less entertaining in the long run, and you really kind of burn the horror experience out. Yeah? Definitely not what you want. Building that tension is almost, I mean, it's not even almost an art form. It very clearly is an art form. Very much so. The game's done a pretty good job of that, even in the sort of compressed format. Oh, it's not dead. Great, okay. Yup, this is pretty grim. A lot of eyes. God, the infrared thing is really freaking me out here. I have no idea what's going on. At PAX, they actually put you in a really dark room to play this, and I can definitely see why. Assholes. Assholes! I have to imagine the people that actually make horror games are just the most sadistic bastards you can possibly imagine. I'm running low on batteries, aren't I? I do have a few of them, though, so at least I can... There we go. Oh, wow, did I just use... Seriously? I used 3 batteries? Oh, this is bad news. This is really bad news. This is, you know, obviously it's a very similar mechanic to the way that stuff like Amnesia works. In the sense that you are trying to manage resources and light's kind of your friend. I don't believe it has the insanity mechanic. That's something to bear in mind. Obviously, you do eventually go insane in Amnesia. In this case, I don't believe there's any mention of that really being the case. And already, it's pretty safe to say that, like, if this is your kind of game, you're probably going to be very, very interested in what Outlast actually has to offer. And the overall focus on survival is going to be something that I think a lot of people really enjoy. Oh, God! What the f is that? Jeez. Well, they're definitely not scared of throwing bunch of stuff at you pretty much immediately when it comes to the actual scares. Whew. Jesus. If you are into this kind of thing, certainly seems promising. It's interesting that they give you so much kind of interaction with what appear to be the enemies so early on. But again, demo, compressed, who knows? They'll probably have an awful lot more of that. They're not going to throw that at you pretty much immediately. But overall, sound-wise, it's extremely atmospheric. Good balance from what I can tell of... Did they take my camera? No, they didn't. Oh, thank God for that. A good balance of what appear to be jump scares with actual proper tension building. Now, the game does advertise an awful lot of sort of... there's no fighting in the game, so you do have to run and hide an awful lot. Haven't really seen an example of that just yet, but I have no doubt that it's going to throw it at me pretty damn soon. Oh, evil, evil game. Evil game. There we go. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. That's actually quite handy. It's not the only game to use the camera. There's a game called Daylight, which is coming out, which also uses a camera, but it mostly uses the camera as a light source, as opposed to something that you actually look through. The use of the camera is strong from a horror perspective because it deliberately restricts your vision. Usually, I would never be in favor of like low FOV, but the game doesn't have low FOV by default, but it does have lower FOV when you use this because it effectively blanks out about half the screen. That's an effective piece of storytelling. It's an effective... There we go. It's definitely an effective way of raising the tension somewhat. God, it's just completely dark here. Ridiculous. Also, why exactly is it that every time a reporter ends up in an area like this, they come in with a device that's got about 3 minutes of battery charge in the total? The most inefficient device you could possibly imagine. There we go. No. Charge the camera. There we go. I know it's deliberately done for gameplay reasons, but I do find it kind of amusing nonetheless. And nice little bit of string music in the background, just to say, hey, tension, tension, something's gonna happen. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a jump scare? Will there be a jump scare around the corner? Who knows? I don't even know where I'm going right now. This looks like a dead end, which probably means there's gonna be something on the way back. I think we're going in this direction then. Interestingly enough, there's also oh, great. There's also a nice sound asset every time you look around a corner. You kind of hold your breath, as it were, which is pretty cool. Very atmospheric. A lot of attention to detail actually being paid here. Definitely turn that off. Oh, God. What the hell? Oh, Christ! Ah! Where am I going? Where am I going? Close the door. Close the door. Close the door! Close the door! He's most likely gonna find me. Is there anywhere to hide in here? Not really. Oh great, my batteries are running out again. Typical. It looks like there's one there. Is he outside? I don't even know at this stage. Did I seriously manage? No! God damn it! I hate you so much. Ah, get away. I don't think there is a way I could escape this. Oh, he probably can't get through here, I would imagine. He's gone, I think. There we go. I have no idea where to go now. I don't think I can get any further. I've got to go that way. The question is, how do I even get around him? And that's the thing, really, isn't it? There'll usually be one solution to get around the enemy because you can't fight him. Which I think is probably the real limiting factor of a game like this. We can try sneaking. Is he around the corner? He's probably around the corner, isn't he? He was definitely around there, but this is the only way to go, so I don't really have a choice in the matter. Oh, he's right there. Hopefully he doesn't come this far. He's going to come this far. God damn it. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be the end of me. Oh. Okay, he's a bit of a dumbass. Right, that's good. Good to know. Can I sneak around him? Yeah, I can. Alright, I see what I'm supposed to do. I have a feeling what I'm going to have to do is kind of wait here, wait for him to patrol back, and then I'll just leg it. It's probably the best way to deal with it. And I'm going to sit here in the dark because I don't want to burn my batteries. I'm just trying to listen for him. Let me guess, he's not going to come around this time, is he? Oh, yeah, I hear him. I hear him. Okay. Move backwards. He doesn't see me. He can't see me. I can't see him. Hopefully he can't hear me. Son of a bitch! Run! Just... No! 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 Oh! God, I need that to live. Go away. Alright, run. Just leg it. I think is the only option I really have at this stage. This is a dark room. Where is everything? Oh, water. Yes. I remember Amnesia. Don't get me started with water. Good lord. Close the door. Close the door. Okay. Hopefully he's a dumbass. I've locked myself in here, haven't I? Pretty much. And please tell me there's some batteries in here. Come on. There's got to be some batteries in here. Press use to hide. Alright. I'm going to hide under the bed. Hope that he doesn't find me. This is at the kind of point where I stop talking about gameplay mechanics and just start to run around in abject terror. This is why I don't do videos on horror games. It's like, what kind of critical analysis can I provide when I'm running for my life? To be fair, though, I've got to say, like, the fact that I know this guy's there and he also has a patrol path and that introduces it very early on there actually does make it significantly less scary. And that's potentially a weakness, I think, of the game. But again, it's an early look. If they do a better job of sort of hiding the monster, you don't show the monster, right? That's what makes it scary. The fact that you think the monster might be there is what makes it terrifying. I think I hear him. But I can't be certain. I've got very little left on my battery there. I'm gonna have to get a bit closer to the door to see if I can hear him. Is there a battery there? Oh, thank God for that. Okay. Let's at least charge it as best I can. He is definitely out there. I want him to go away. How much is that to ask? God damn it. Yeah, he's gonna find me. Oh, no. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, he just went out that door. Batteries are about to run out. Sodding hell. Alright, I think I'm past him. There we go. Please don't be another dead end. Oh, God damn it. Come on, close it. Close it. There we go. Okay, and there's another battery. Great. Well, we're not out of it yet. We're close enough. And it's a dead end. Should have seen that one coming a mile away. There's a generator there, but it doesn't look like I can activate it. Something to hide in. It's not going to help anyone. But I think you get the idea. And there's not really a lot else for me to show or tell you, honestly, aside from trying to get through to the end of the demo, which, without the ability to see, is not going to happen. I think he has left now, but... God damn it, I can't see a thing. Oh, it looks like you get the kind of little light on the front of it, but that's really about it. Better than nothing, I guess. That's severely limiting. Oh god, I can hear him now as well. Yeah, that's him right there. I'm boned. I am utterly and completely and totally boned. No question about that. But it's definitely got its scary moments. But I think the problem with the demo, I suppose, is that it kind of throws that away just a little bit too quickly. The full game, I would imagine, will not have that pacing problem. Which is definitely for the best. It's got its moments, though. Definitely. Has its moments. Outlast is coming your way on PC from Red Barrel Games. Keep an eye out for it. Don't believe it has a release date as of yet. But if you're looking for that survival horror experience, then this is most likely going to be one of those titles which will provide you exactly that. Sort of following a similar sort of formula. I'm just going to get myself killed now, because I suppose that's the last thing I can do. Come kill me. Hi. Sup. Definitely not the scariest looking monster ever, but hey, there you go. My name's been TotalBiscuit, taking a little look at the demo of Outlast. And I will see you next time.